now we're going to have a very special chance to hear from two of the fellows in this year's group. The first is Hannah Cohen. She's a freelance consultant and researcher in the field of Jewish and Israel education. Hannah's from London, England, and she now lives in Los Angeles with her husband, her son, and their golden retriever. And she's going to share with us one of the experiences and part of her story as a fellow.
Can you hear me? Is this okay? No?
Yes.
It was the second retreat. After a long day of intensive discussion, we were taking some alone time to reflect in silence as we wandered through the verdant, tranquil gardens of the American Jewish University. The breeze was blowing, the trees were rustling. I was relaxed and peaceful. In a low, slow voice, one of the facilitators, Ramin, asked us to find a partner with whom we wanted to continue a conversation from earlier in the day. Dreamily, dazedly, I started to look around, pondering which of my beloved cohort members I might approach to engage in a leisurely chat, when suddenly, in a flash, Saba was by my side, gazing at me intently, her eyes boring into my very soul. Something you said triggered me, and I want to understand more. Saba, direct, succinct, somewhat abrupt. Me, taken aback, panicked, slightly awkward. Now, let me preface this by explaining that being English, I'm a people pleaser. I'm not used to being controversial or provocative. Indeed, I actively avoid it. Yet, this time, avoid I could not. To tell you what happened next, in short, Saba expanded, I explained, we talked. You might be wondering what this was about. I cannot tell you. Not because it's secret, because I have absolutely no recollection. What I did manage to retain, however, is that conflict doesn't have to be bad, scary, final. So much is about misunderstanding, and so often the resolution lies in the simple opportunity to hear and be heard, to trust and be trusted, and to clarify what has been misconstrued on both sides. And you know what? It was fine. I'm pretty sure we're still friends.
Thank you, Hannah. Hannah and her fellows went through an intensive 9-month relationship building experience where they met on weeknights about every 2 or 3 weeks for 3 hours. So imagine coming together after work for another 2 or 3 hours of intensive conversation, introspection, sharing, skills building, conflict, and ultimately another chance to build on that next stage of the relationship. Our fellows go through a process where they learn about their own faiths, about one another's faiths, about Islamophobia and anti-Semitism, and about Israel-Palestine. As well, they get skills in intentional listening, in conflict resolution, and in small part, community organizing, so that they too can be change makers that don't just feel changed, but are able to also create a ripple effect. So we're grateful to Hannah for being one of our wonderful fellows